thanks, Kent. Appreciate everyone being here today. Really excited about opening night tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the PMAC versus Louisiana Monroe. Want to invite all our fans to come out, students. Really want to create a party-type atmosphere here in the PMAC as we kick off the season tomorrow. I think Monroe, when you look at them, they had the opportunity to play last night, had a convincing win. Great size and physicality in their front court. Their four bigs had 14 offensive rebounds between them. They've got good size on the perimeter as well. Jacob Wilson from Liberty right here in town. Also Bolden is from Zachary. So a lot of ties to the area. I thought they played exceptionally well last night, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to play tomorrow night in the opener.
Tyrell Ward and Derek Fountain, do you expect both of those guys to be available tomorrow?
Yeah, availability-wise, Noah Boyd, we're still targeting mid-December, probably with Noah. Tyrell will not be available tomorrow night. Derek Fountain, as long as practice goes according to plan, we would expect him to be available for the opener.
And then just what do you hope to learn, I guess, in this opening game about your team, about just kind of what you guys want to see on the court, if there's anything that kind of sticks out?
Yeah, we want to win. We want our guys to continue to get better every day. I thought the exhibition was a good start. I like the unselfishness that we played with on the offensive side of the ball. I thought in the first half of the game we were really disruptive defensively as far as forcing turnovers and forcing tough contested shots. So want to see more of the same there. I think a big question mark for me as I look to the game is going to be the rebounding. I think Monroe's got great size, 6'11", 250. Bring another 6'11", 250 off the bench. They're physical at the forward position. Really also the guards. They rebound well at the guard position, 6'4", 6'5", and 6'6". So I think the glass will be an area I'm paying very close attention to tomorrow.
Yeah, Coach, going off that, with the front court, especially building around Jalen Reed, just how do you approach the defensive rebounding and where y'all are at and where y'all need to be?
The thing, and again, it was just an exhibition, but you saw Damian Collins and Rob Miller with 18 rebounds between them in 38 minutes of play, which is fantastic. Jalen's a guy, 5 rebounds a game a year ago. We want to see that production continue to increase. I think Derek Fountain and Corey Chess, with their length and athleticism, are guys that can help us on the glass. As far as the perimeter goes, I think you saw Jai Bailey and his impact there. But always, especially on the defensive side of the ball, big believer in gang rebounding. All 5 of our guys have to do the job to clean the glass. And when you're able to do that, it can lead to your transition game. So I think it's going to continue to be an area we have to keep getting better, and we'll be locked in on it tomorrow night.
I mean, as far as Tyrell is concerned, is it like a long-term deal y'all are concerned about, or is it just a short-term thing? Or
no, just unavailable for tomorrow night, and that's really all there is to say about it right now, moving forward.
Okay, and then with your guard rotations, obviously in the exhibition, we talked about the 4 guard lineups that you guys used. Is that something you guys will continue to explore in the non-conference, and just kind of what the perimeter game could look like with 4 guards out on the floor?
Yeah, I really like it. I like the depth of our backcourt. We were able to play 6 guards in the exhibition. I think if you don't move one of our guys down to the 4-guard attack, that becomes difficult to do. There just aren't enough minutes to go around. But again, I think when you play 4 guards, you really have to address the rebounding deficiencies that can create. So it's something we'll continue to work on. But I do like some of the things we're able to do with that lineup on the floor as far as changing the pace of the game, the ability to shoot the 3 and space the floor to open up driving lanes. So it's not anything we would ever go to, Glenn, 40 minutes a night, but I do like it in spurts, especially late in games as well.
Hey, Coach, my name is TJ. I'm the new Advocate LSU men's basketball reporter. Just moved last week, so good to meet you for the first time.
Welcome to Baton Rouge.
Thank you. And yeah, my question here, SEC preseason poll, I think had LSU 3rd worst or 14th in the conference, or finishing 14th was what they predicted. Does that sort of low expectation serve as any motivation for your team for this year?
I think it probably does. If I went back to my playing days, I think as a coach, the goal is always how do we get our team to become the best team we're capable of being? How do we take these really talented pieces that we have through retention, through the portal, and through our top 15 recruiting class and blend that into a very successful team? And I really like our group. I've never been one to really put a lot of stock in the polls. I think last year us and South Carolina were at the bottom in the preseason. South Carolina finished second. We finished in the top half. So, very hard to predict, especially nowadays when teams change every year. So, again, it's something you have no control over. I think the more important thing is to focus on building your team and getting better every day. And, I know when I was asked about that, at SEC Media Day, I know you weren't here with us yet, but, the goal is to be in a better position in November and December. We did not take care of business in November and December a year ago, so we've tried to work with great intentionality and purpose and urgency to be locked in and ready to go, starting with opening night tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, last quick part. What are your expectations, at least in terms of finishing wise?
I think that's a long way to be determined. Our goal is to win. As I said it when I first got here, I was pleased with the step we took forward last year, to get to the top half of the SEC, 4 top 20 wins, to have the staff additions and David Patrick, Jalen Courtney Williams, and Mike Chapman, I think has been terrific. To add these 3 seniors out of the portal, to add our 3 freshman players. So I'm excited about our group. So the goal is to build a team that's able to win games and keep moving the program forward and build on the momentum that's been created, not just with the finish of last season, but in last year's recruiting class and in the current class we're putting together now.
Hi, Coach. So are there any specific freshmen or new players that we should expect leading up to the first game, and what should we expect from them?
Well, I think you saw last week in the exhibition the athleticism and the length of Damian Collins coming off his redshirt year, and then Rob Miller in his freshman year. I thought both were terrific defensively and on the glass, and we need that to continue as the season goes along. I think the other 3 freshmen to mention, Curtis Givens, who will play a role certainly on this team at the point guard position, coming off an outstanding senior year of high school. Victorious Miller, 6'5", talented combo guard, who's really shooting the ball well from 3. And then Corey Chest, who was a redshirt a year ago, but is in that same freshman class now with a high motor and really one of the better instinctual rebounders I've been around in my time. So, I really like the youth in our program and excited about the direction that's going.
Hey, how many guys you think will be in your rotation this game and maybe the first few games?
I think the ultimate goal, Glenn, is to get to 9. We'll start the same way tomorrow. In the backcourt, we'll have Jordan Sears, Jai Bailey, and Cam Carter. Up front, Rob Miller and Jalen Reed. I think Damian Collins has really solidified his spot in the rotation. Really excited about what he's going to do this year. Curtis Givens, I think has solidified his spot there. And now there's some options as you start looking at the next rotation from there. So I think the ultimate goal is to get to a consistent 9-man rotation.
With Corey, obviously you mentioned the defense and the rebounding, but just what is going to get him consistent minutes, I guess, this year? Is it just those 2 things, or do you guys expect, I guess kind of what's the expectations for him offensively this year?
Yeah, I think the rebounding, Glenn, is so important. Defensively, what I love about Corey, he can guard multiple positions on the floor. He does a nice job in the post. He does a good job cleaning the glass, but he's also really quick and athletic on the perimeter and can guard multiple spots there. From an offensive standpoint, I think he's really flourished in transition and on the offensive glass, and those need to continue to be hallmarks for him.
When it comes to Cam, he obviously had a really good exhibition performance. How would you analyze his impact that you hope that he has this season?
Well, I think his first impact has been the work ethic that he's brought to our program. He's a guy who was in the gym every morning at 5 a.m. all summer, training with a lot of the NBA guys that work out here in the summers. I thought that was really good for him. I think he's a guy on the defensive side of the ball, was an elite defender on a top 20 defense in the country a year ago. So we expect that to carry over here. And then offensively, the thing I've really challenged him, 15 points a game a year ago in the Big 12, want him to continue to be more efficient. And I think his ability to shoot the three, you saw that on display last week, his quickness and speed to get to the rim and finish plays. And then he knows he has to bring his turnover rate down from a year ago. So he's working extremely hard to keep getting better and take advantage of his last year here representing his home state.
Yeah, Coach, I believe you only had one non-paint two bucket in the exhibition game. Is that just perfect offensive scenario for you, or how do y'all approach that in today's era?
Yeah, that's beautiful. And it was Trace Young. He drove it and went to the Kobe reverse pivot fadeaway from about 17 feet and knocked it down. I was happy for him. But no, I think offensively, if the floor's spaced properly, we want to really put a lot of pressure on the rim. I think when we're able to draw help, we want to play with great unselfishness and get the ball kicked out for open threes. I think we have really good shooters down the line. I mean, even Jalen Reed playing some at the 5 for us now. He shot 39% from 3 a year ago. So want to see him get some of those looks as well. So I thought it was a really nice shot chart for what we would like to do on the offensive side. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow night.